What's good, y'all, man? We got Spider-Man 4 details on Miles Morales, the Flash, and the Batsuit photos. Okay, Ghostbusters update and more. Okay, we got a lot of lit shit going on. We got a lot of lit shit, man. You know, Flash. I'm still waiting on when we're gonna see Flash though, man. Like we're gonna see the Flash movie. I'm still waiting on that. You know what I mean? The movie and shit. I don't know when we're gonna see it in. I'm still waiting on that shit. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people been saying the same shit, like where the Flash trailer at? I mean, you know, and they still didn't show what that motherfucking trailer at. You know what I mean? They showed the teaser trailer, but like goddamn, what's going on? But yeah, like it up, sub, yeah, let's get it.
Hello, my movie loving peeps. Thank you so much for clicking on an episode of Side Flick. My name is Chris. Now, I didn't put a cringy intro at the beginning of this video because I got something even more cringy to show you. Some of you guys might be seeing this trend go around where people are feeding an AI selfies of themselves and it's supposed to create these wonderful
Russell Brothers just shared the weirdest Avengers AI. I saw that on Twitter. I saw that.
works of art based off your face. So I saw my friends doing it and posting their pictures.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Everybody be doing that shit. They said it's some app. I ain't down with that bitch.
Pictures, they were looking really cool, and I thought, yo, I'll spend the $8. I'll do it myself.
I call it $8.
Get one or two cool photos. Don't do it. It'll just hurt your self-esteem and ruin your day. Let's go through what this AI app did to me. First off, what the heck is this? Look, I know I enjoy me a couple of cheeseburgers, but did you also have to make me naked? Why'd you do this? Now, this one was just cruel, man. My body proportions are not that off, okay? I'm not built like some Mr. Incredible type fool. What is this? Don't even get me started on these cosmic photos, because, like, am I supposed to hang that up? Is that supposed to go above my bed on my nightstand? Space face me? Also, what's happening here? Am I creating the universe with my fingers? And what even happened to my fingers? I look like the Penguin from Batman Returns. And I know it was already an ego thing to get pictures of myself, but why do I need a picture with two of me looking at my back? And they just keep getting worse. Under the category of superhero, they got this. How's this guy a super? What is his power? Now, this one's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. This feels like the awkward look you give to a guy who uses the urinal right next to you when all the other ones are open.
I'm just saying, sure, it's a gift for myself, but this Samsung TV, the Neo Q LED picture is amazing. Even
open.
I might do my same. I might do the same shit.
I don't even want to know what's happening below this photo here, because this is either something super inappropriate or it's my morning whiz. Why do I need to be an elf that has a blue beard? Why? Okay, I'll admit, I feel like I look like a badass in this one. I look like the son who's about to kill his father for the throne. I dig it. Another decent one. It looks like I'm gonna be showing up in Dune Part 2 right here. I like it. And then right back to making me feel insecure. And why did the AI rub poop in my face? Why? I don't even know who this guy's supposed to be, because that does not look like me at all. That looks like a guy named Ted. So look, if you were someone wanting to spend those $8 on that AI app, don't do it. Save yourself. You'll just end up feeling a lot worse. But I also thought it was interesting and I wanted to bring it up because, like, AI is getting crazy scary. There are a couple photos in there that didn't look half bad. And as a movie person, I can only imagine how this will affect the movie side of things in the future. Like, one day, AIs could just be making the posters for movies, and then you entirely eliminate a whole job as a graphic designer. Like, AI is scary. Okay, but with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into some of the movie news we're going to be discussing here today. We got an update on the upcoming Ezra Miller Flash movie, where they've not only changed the release date, but also some promo photos giving us a look at a brand new suit. We got an update here on Ghostbusters Afterlife, one that kind of surprised me and has me slightly worried, and even some updates concerning Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. That along with so much more, I need you guys to give me your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. And please, if you want to caption any of those photos I showed you at the beginning, leave them in the comments. It would give me a good laugh and make me feel better about wasting those $8. But alright, diving into our first news story here today, let's talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife. So as some of you may know, ever since Ghostbusters Afterlife,
I ain't gonna lie, that Ghostbusters Afterlife was fire though. I ain't gonna lie. That movie was fire though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That shit was fire though. No cap.
Afterlife came out, and that was a pretty big success in the time of the pandemic. Sony felt confident enough to kind of reboot and start up the Ghostbusters franchise, where they're planning to give us a brand new Ghostbusters sequel and also an animated Ghostbuster movie that we haven't had much of an update on yet, but we know that's coming. We just got reported here by Deadline yesterday that Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel taps Gil Kenan to direct, with previous cast returning. And this actually kind of surprised me that Jason Reitman, who directed Ghostbusters Afterlife and is also the son of the original director of the first Ghostbuster movie, would not be returning for the sequel. Now, he's still on board as
Shit, damn.
As a producer, and apparently had a hand in writing the script for this sequel along with this new director. But I feel like one of the reasons that Ghostbusters Afterlife kind of felt like it was getting back on track to what Ghostbuster fans wanted to see in a Ghostbuster movie was because of Jason Reitman. He was there on set of that original Ghostbuster movie as a kid, watching his father direct that movie, and then even had his father also on set during Ghostbusters Afterlife before his passing. And it kind of shocks me that he doesn't want to continue on and make another movie here, and instead wants to hand it off to somebody else. And the projects that this new director has been known for, movies like Monster House, the Poltergeist remake, or even the Scream TV series, whatever.
Oh, Mouse House was good. Mouse House was that shit, though. Hey, if you know my Mouse House, man, let me know comment below. That was that shit back then. I ain't gonna lie. That was that shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. No cap.
Episode of it. Our stuff I have enjoyed, but it doesn't scream ultra confidence to me that this is going to be the thing to bring Ghostbusters to the next level. I'm still going to be watching it regardless, and it's nice that they also confirmed that the main cast of Afterlife are returning for this next movie. That's Paul Rudd, McKenna Grace, Logan Kim, Finn Wolfhard. All those actors seem to be coming back for the sequel that will now be taking place in New York City, where they're going to restart up the Ghostbusters firehouse and I guess do some Ghostbusters. So really just a little shocked here, but I'm still excited for this sequel, and I hope it turns out good, especially since Jason Reitman did have a hand in the story for the sequel. You Ghostbuster fans, how do you feel about them swapping out directors for the Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel? Moving on from there, let's talk about the upcoming The Flash movie, something we're still dying to hear more updates on, or really just get another full-length trailer on the film.
Yeah, man, a lot of people waiting for that trailer. I'm waiting for the trailer too, I ain't gonna lie. Just drop another trailer, another 1 minute clip or something.
And while we don't have that, we do have a couple of
we need some, god damn,
other updates to dive into that kind of makes us wonder. For one, we heard that The Flash will be changing its release date, not delaying the film, but actually moving it 1 week up, coming out June 16, 2023. Now, this seemed really odd that they would just want to do a 1 week change. So
they just doing the 1 week?
That immediately made me want to go to the release calendar of 2023 to see what movie they were trying to stay away from or get closer to. And honestly, this feels just like a really weird, dumb decision, because they were going to be coming out on the 23rd, where they had almost no competition whatsoever. There's just this untitled Adele Lim film. Have no
they got Lim. Oh, no hard feelings.
Idea at all what that is, and well, that should tell me that it was probably going to be no competition for The Flash. But instead, by moving it back a week, now it's going to be coming out on the same day as Pixar's Elemental, and also now it's 1 week away from Transformers Rise of the Beast, that just got a big surge of internet buzz and people
yeah, everybody's excited for that Transformer. That shit gonna make some money. Yeah, I can't wait for that motherfucking shit. Nah, they fucked up. Flash, you ain't gonna lie. DC, y'all fucked up. I got busy. Y'all gotta promote this motherfucker heavy, man, if y'all want to make some money. Cause yeah, you got competition. I ain't gonna lie, you got competition in your hand, no cap.
Excited for that movie thanks to the latest trailer. Also, it's now 2 weeks away from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man verse June. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good ass June. Damn, wait, that's a good ass June right there. Spider-Man, Transformer, and the Flash. Damn. Moved back and forth from that motherfucker.
There are these giant heavy hitters.
Nah, it is heavy hitters though. I don't know, Flash, man. You might have boosted that bitch 2024 shit.
Next year, all summer. It's gonna be an amazing year.
Nah, I said 23 looking good though. I ain't gonna lie, for movies, yeah, it's looking good.
2023, like I'm already thinking about my most anticipated list, and it's gonna be hard to just pick 10 movies. I might have to make it longer this year, but still, this just feels like a terrible move for the Flash.
They gotta promote that bitch heavy then.
Unless they know that maybe these other movies are about to get delayed or moved around, and that spot will be more open. I felt like it was kind of weird from the Flash to move away from a spot where it had no competition, because I can guarantee you that Pixar movie and that Transformers movie are just gonna eat away at some of the Flash. But who knows, maybe that's their strategy, is just to bury this movie, have it release, get it out of the way so they can move on to the next phase of whatever James Gunn has planned for the DCU. But we'll wait and see on that. In the end, it's still kind of cool for us fans. We get to see it a week sooner than we thought. Now, the other thing with the Flash that I wanted to bring up here is that some promo photos have landed online of the movie. Some of them just kind of cool.
I saw that
on Flash with typical taglines in there, lightning bolts and whatnot. But one promo photo did show off the other Barry Allen that our Barry Allen will meet once he goes multiverse hopping. And the interesting part about this other Barry Allen's costume is that he makes this makeshift Flash suit out of a Batman suit. If you zoom in here, you can see the Batman symbol painted red with a lightning bolt across it. Funniest thing to me is just the cut off bat ears that kind of don't look that terrible. In a weird way, it works for this type of Flash. And also some of the black spewing out from it being spray painted. We've gotten little shots of him spray painting this suit in the trailer that we've gotten, and I feel like this is just going to be one of the most interesting parts of the movie for me, is just Ezra Miller playing two different versions of Barry Allen and them interacting, how that'll also pan out for the movie, also why it made it so incredibly hard to redo this film, because Ezra Miller was playing two parts. And to me, in the back of my mind as a Funko collector, I'm like, man, that Batman Flash pop is gonna look awesome on my shelf. How are you guys feeling about the Flash changing its release date and some of these promo photos showing off the Batman Flash suit? Something else I want to discuss here today is it looks like we got a couple of details concerning Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 and what we can expect to see in that movie, and some of these details, I gotta admit, are a little surprising. So the two main sources where I'm getting these details from is, one of them is Tom Smith on Twitter. This user was giving a lot of insider information about Spider-Man No Way Home when that movie was coming out. That turned out to be true, along with Culture Spider, which is an account run by Ember on Main, who was also a reliable user that was giving out a lot of information on Spider-Man No Way Home that turned out to be true. Not just information, they were straight out leaking photos that were actually on set from Spider-Man No Way Home. So
damn, leaking photos, god damn, they on that shit.
These people have some sort of insider connection. They have a proven track record with Spider-Man stuff, so that's why I'm deciding to talk about it here on the channel. But still, take it with a grain of salt. Since Spider-Man 4 hasn't even begun filming, things can change until the movie's finally finished. But a couple of weeks back, one of the sources did say here that Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 is on the fast track. Holland is signed, but one thing that needs to be settled is the director. Watts is wanted back, but he's experienced superhero burnout and dropped out of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's why he dropped out, because he was like, man, I'm tired of doing this superhero shit. I'm tired of doing this Marvel shit. That's why he backed out. Yeah, he did some other. I think he owns some other movies though. I think other directing and shit. But
or for a reason, Zendaya is also wanted back. So that was just kind of like a laying of the groundwork of information he was revealing.
But I mean, it's good coming back to Spider-Man. At least he, got some love for Spider-Man.
Know where Spider-Man 4 stood. I was like, okay, that's interesting to know, and also makes sense. John Watts is also doing a Star Wars show right now. So
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Star Wars, yeah.
Very busy with that. It also makes sense to me, since he left Fantastic Four, that maybe he's not ready to sign on for 3 more Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like, damn, I gotta do 3.
And even as a fan, I would rather someone new bring in their flavor to Spider-Man. But then in this thread, he also was giving more details about what we can expect to see in Spider-Man 4 that I missed, that now align with what other people are saying. In this same Twitter thread, he said, I think this was reported about a year ago, but one idea early in development was to have Miles Morales living in Peter Parker's apartment complex. I don't know if that stayed in later drafts, but it's literally the only thing I've heard about the plot for Spidey 4. Pairing that up today with a separate scooper, Culture Spider, also giving us similar details, saying, Ember report, Harry Osborn will play a minor character. They want Miles Morales to be Peter's roommate instead. The MCU Spider-Verse is all about twisting things like that. That's now 2 separate sources basically giving us similar information here, that it looks like in Spider-Man 4, not only are they thinking about introducing Miles Morales, but he's either going to be Peter's roommate or living in that same apartment building. Couple thoughts on that. We knew one way or another Miles Morales would be showing up some way, somehow in the MCU or in the Spider-Verse. He had been teased all the way back in Spider-Man Homecoming with Donald Glover's character.
And it been teased on the video games too. The video games, they had, I think they had Miles Morales on the video game. That's Spider-Man game and shit. Yeah, I think that was yeah.
Of the Prowler, and then nothing ever came of that. It was just like one Easter egg. But now time has passed, and with the blimp and all that stuff going on, that kid's got to be old enough somehow, some way. And it's even funny that they mention here that the MCU is known for taking Spider-Man lore or things we know about Spider-Man and then kind of twisting them around, just like Oscorp doesn't even exist in the Spider-Man universe right now, or the MCU Tom Holland verse. And that's like one of the core things with Spider-Man is like Oscorp is out there, a Harry Osborn, and those things as of right now don't exist.
Yeah, they don't exist. Well, because MCU trying to make it different. So yeah,
so
I mean, I forgot that Iron Man. Then, you know,
I could definitely see it be possible that Miles Morales just turns out to be a roommate of Peter, and they live together.
They showing in video games too. Yeah, that's what I said. They showing video games, Spider-Man game and shit.
Apartment trying to pay bills, and then Peter ends up mentoring him. I don't know if I would love that, but I can see that happening. The thing I would rather happen is that Miles and his family live in that same apartment building. That maybe they're on the same floor or like a floor below them, and Peter's just always constantly seeing them when he goes in and out. Because I do feel like Miles Morales' family is kind of important to his story or who he is, with a dad who's a cop and the Hispanic mother and just that lifestyle he gets. If he's automatically already the roommate of Peter Parker and we don't have his family there, I feel that takes away some of the cool things with Miles. Also, how do you go about explaining him getting his Spider-Man powers in the MCU? We still don't know the exact origin.
Oh yeah, we don't get it. They gotta do all this shit. Yeah, they gotta do the origin story. Yeah, they gotta do that shit. Yeah. God damn it. I wanna know.
For Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I wanna know his origin story.
And in the MCU, and not even just stopping here, we know if they make another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, it's going to be 3 more films. Is this whole trilogy going to be like Spider-Man and Miles Morales side by side, almost like the video games? Or is it still going to be like a build-up of things where maybe Miles doesn't even get his powers to the end of this movie? I don't know, just like so many questions rattling off the top of my mind. We've also been hearing that they want Zendaya back, which I'm not against. I'm just not ready for when they retcon the whole spell and she remembers everything, and then Spider-Man No Way Home doesn't feel as impactful. This is just where I throw it off to you guys. So much Spider-Man stuff being thrown at our face. We're still like 2 years away from this movie. We gotta get some sort of announcement early 2023, because I'm still willing to bet in 2023 is when they actually want to film Spider-Man 4. That way we could have it released by 2024. But you guys hear these details, what do you think of it? Would love to know your thoughts and speculation. But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for getting time out of your day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.
We see, man. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, man, leave a like, man. Let me know comment below. What you think about the video, man? Let me know comment below. Like it up, sub, and yeah. Alright, peace.